Today we want to graph a parabola. So we know that's a parabola because I have x squared here. Again, we've got our function g of x equals negative a half x squared. So what it's asking us to do is to graph these x values. So we start by making a table. And we have x, and then we have g of x, which is our function name. So we want -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2. So what this means is let's plug -2 into our function. So negative a half times -2 squared. And order of operations is going to tell us to take the squared first. So negative a half of 4 gives us -2. We keep going, negative a half, -1 squared. We're going to have, that'll be +1. So now we have negative a half for an answer. Plug in 0, and we're going to take negative a half times 0. So 0. And negative a half times 1 squared, negative a half. Negative a half times 4 squared, 2 squared, which is 4. Goes back to being -2. So now we have those ordered pairs that we want to graph. So I'm going to clean this up here. We're going to end up graphing -2, -2, -1, negative a half, 0, 0, 1, negative a half, and 2, -2. All right, so now what we want to do is take our ordered pairs and graph them. So -2, -2 will be about right here. And then I've got -1, negative a half. About there, 0, 0. And then we've got 1, negative a half, and 2, -2. So we're going to take, you'll have a parabola tool when you do this, but we'll take that and connect our curve and go through our points. And that will be the parabola that we've graphed. So we'll do another here, clean up my screen. So this one's asking us to do -2x squared. So again, we take x and g of x, and we plug in our 5 values. So -2 times 4, -2 times 1, and again, I'm just squaring those values, -2 times 0, -2 times 1, and -2 times 4, because 2 squared is 4. So we are going to take our x, y plane, and we'll have -8, -2, 0, -2, and -8 again. So here's our ordered pairs. We've got -2 and -8. Okay, so we're going to take our ordered pair -2, -8, and graph that. -2. So again, 0, go left 2, down 8, put a point. Then we've got to go -1, -2, and we already know by the negative it should open down. -1, -2, 0, 0, and then 1, -2, and 2, -8. And you should see symmetry about the x-axis here. It should look exactly the same on the right and the left of where it kind of peaks there. And so we draw a curve in. Again, you'll use a different tool than I will to draw in the parabola. And that's how you graph something in the form of a value in front of the x squared.